Welcome to Tomorrow's Leader Sports Podcast with your host, Coach Walker. Hope all is well, family. And Tomorrow's Leader Sports Network, hope everyone is keeping their social distances and being safe. We decided to create a multi-level part on this here topic as far as the different governing bodies for collegiate sports. We're going to go ahead and give you a brief overall of what, things that we saw that may be important to student athletes when it comes down to making the final decision on the university or college that you choose to further your collegiate athletics at. The first governing body we're going to talk about is the NAIA. And then we're going to follow up with the, scratching my lip. Then we're going to follow up with the NCAA NAIA is going to be first, NJCAA, then the NCAA will bring them last. And in this series, we're going to go into talking more about the NAIA so that, we help students, really keep in mind the decisions that they make are critical at this point. Not saying that they can't change later on down the road or they can't, stop in midstream and say, hey, I think this opportunity over here may be better for me. We just basically want you to understand exactly what it is that you're choosing, the different government bodies that you're dealing with in their rules, so that if you do decide to make a change, once you've already entered into an agreement, you know which direction you need to go. Like I said, these are just self-help videos for you to see exactly what's going on. Like I said, I'm Coach Walker. Many of you know me out there as far as, we sit down all the time and have in-depth discussions as far as, Coach, which direction should I go? Or Coach, how can I go about doing this? Or Coach, I'm considering going this direction, but I'm a little unsure. Can you give me additional information? Well, now you're here to get the additional information. Pretty much, many times student athletes, they're recruited. They're highly recruited. They're very excited about, the school or the college or university that they could possibly be attending, and want, because of what the coach, or coaches have offered, they fell in love with those coaches or that coach. And, we all got to understand, you're going to hear me say this often, school, college. When I say school, I'm saying college. College is a business. This is not high school. This is not middle school. This is not elementary. This is a business. You're buying what they have to offer. Many of you, you're putting in, you have skin in the game, meaning you have something to offer for what they're looking to provide you. Okay? So what you're wanting to do is make sure that you have all your I's and T's dotted and crossed. Because remember, coaches are always looking for a better opportunity. The only problem is that student athletes, when they're looking for another opportunity or a better opportunity, there are hoops, hurdles, brick walls that you got to climb over, jump over, or run through to get to where you're trying to go. So let's get into the NAIA. The NAIA is the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics. It consists of smaller or private colleges where, your particular course of study, they may have that, or something that you're looking to do that, coincides with something that you may like to study while, playing collegiate sports. And understand that even in the, with the previous video, I advised everyone to go ahead and make sure that they register with the NCAA clearinghouse at ncsasports.org. Well, guess what? I'm pretty sure many of you didn't know that the NAIA has their own clearinghouse as well that they require student athletes to register with as well. And that's at playnaia.org. The NAIA consists of a third of the number of colleges / universities that the NCAA offers. I think the NCAA offers close to 30, no, yeah, close, I think about 30 or more, 30, what, about 30 30 different sports. Um, and also they have a third of the number of colleges slash universities, which they range anywhere from 250 to 300. And the sports would be what, between 13 to 15 sports. But, like I said, before, the NAIA consists of two divisions. NCAA consists of three. We'll get into the NCAA later so that we make sure that we focus completely on that so that you understand the information that's being provided there. But back to the NAIA. The NAIA has two divisions, okay? NAIA do offer scholarships. And with the scholarship that's being offered, you may have to also get, additional financing to pay for your academics. I mean, well, not your academics, but for your school, your yearly fees. Because most of the time, a lot of the schools, they're paying for your academics. Some are paying for academics as well as your housing and your meal plan. NAIA does offer that. Those are the bigger budgeted schools that do that. So you need to really take a look into what all they have to offer. Not just the name, guys. We got to get out of the habit of looking at, this name college slash university, they're offering me this. Okay, at what cost are they offering it to you? Because you got to understand one thing. Your scholarships are renewals. They're not full rides. They're not comprehensive, as they would say. They are yearly renewals. So keep in mind what it is that you're looking at. But this is the other thing too. The NAIA, they changed their requirements, their eligibility requirements for student athletes. So they're on the minimum on the ACT SAT is 18 and 970. That's 18 on the ACT. 18 on the ACT and 970 on the SAT. The minimum GPA you have to have is a 2.0 on a 4.0 scale, which I'm sure they're going to be looking at your core classes again, guys. We're not talking about the overall GPA, your core classes, okay? And you also, this is the last caveat I don't think many are paying attention to. You must graduate in the top half of your class. Yes, guys. See, these are the things that we're not looking at because you got to understand, because you have a talent doesn't necessarily mean that you get to skate by with the talent and not do the work that's required of you so that you're able to go ahead and fulfill the requirements that they have for you as a student athlete. Understand, I said it before, this is a business. This is not like Little League where, mom and dad, they'll get a phone call from the head coach or they'll get a phone call from the coach that may have a rapport with the parent, with your parent, and say, hey, why don't you let us, go ahead and reprimand, Dave at practice, we'll get him back on track as far as with getting his grades together. And then you turn back around, he go for a week or so, get back on track, and then we start falling off again. Well, guess what, guys? If you don't fulfill the requirements here at these universities / colleges, they're going to go ahead and remove you. Or better yet, they'll let you stay, but now your scholarship is gone. And you're going to have to pay for that out of pocket to try to find a way to regain your scholarship so that you can go ahead and get back in there and get eligible to play. So understand this. The one thing that I saw the other day was the transfer portal. The transfer portal is crazy. Guys, when you see student athletes 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, 1-star, no star in the transfer portal, a lot of times, a lot of those individuals, they didn't make they didn't make sound advice. They didn't make a sound decision. I'm not going to say they made a wrong decision, because that might have been the best decision for them at that time. But they didn't make a sound enough decision, or their network. Remember that word I used in the first vlog, network. You must have a tight network where you're going to be held accountable. You have to have people within your network that's going to hold you accountable. You're going to have someone that's going to make sure that, you know, you're on point with your grades. You got another person to make sure you stand on your schoolwork. You got another person to make sure you're not getting yourself in trouble. You know, then it's collectively. It's just a collective network of individuals. And a lot of these people are going to be doing the same job. Why? Because everyone is taking an interest in you. They're wanting you to succeed. It's up to you. You got to understand that. So like I said, I'm not going to make this long and drawn out, but I'm going to go ahead and provide you this last little bit of information about the NAIA. And I highly recommend that you go to their website to see exactly how all of this works. Because see, like I brought up before, the transfer portal, the NAIA, they require you to go into their portal, and they have guidelines that you have to follow. So the guidelines are you know, they're pretty strenuous, but you want to make sure you understand that. Because again, like I said, it's not always, you know, a lot of times we go through different doors. We open that door, say, okay, this look like the perfect, this door look like the perfect road for us to travel. Sometimes you got to open the door, look in, peek around, and see what you can see before you make a solid decision. And then go look at the other doors that's opportunities for you. So you have door 1 here, door 2 here, door 3 here. You have to look at that and understand, how does that benefit you? You're the one that's going to take the classes. You're the one got to go to practice. You're the one that got to go to meetings. You're the one that has to fulfill what the university is asking for you to do. So you got to make that decision, guys. You, guys and girls, you got to make that decision. So think about which direction you're going to go. Sit down and get sound advice, guys. Sound advice. Sometimes the road that needs to be traveled is the best road, because the road less traveled sometimes going to have bumps and bruises there that, you know, you didn't kind of prepare yourself for. And you got to make sure that you're going to be capable of dealing with any nuances or shortcomings that may happen for you to get beyond and go. So like I said, guys, please go check out the NAIA website to get additional information on what's going on. Coach Walker's just here to supply you some information on the directions and the choices that you're looking to make to fulfill your collegiate sports career. Hey, guys, I thank you for taking the time spending with me. This is Coach Walker, and we'll talk soon about NJCAA. That is the National Junior College Athletic Association. You guys have a fantastic day. And again, please stay safe out there. Cover your mouth with a mask. Keep your social distancing. And like I said, look forward to speaking with you all soon. Be blessed and have a great day. If you like the content, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, as well as Facebook. You guys have a great day. Talk to you soon.